Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today's video, we're going to talk about title searches. What are they and why are they important? This video is going to go hand in hand with another video I did on title insurance. I'll put the link above. Make sure and watch that if you haven't for a lot of other good information. So what exactly is a title search? It's basically just a process. It's a process of examining public records to determine and confirm a property's legal ownership and to find out what claims or liens are on the property. And that's the big part, trying to find out and make sure there's no claims or liens on the property. Now, whenever the title company gets an order, a new contract for a closing, the very first thing they're going to do is open a title search. And this is why this is always done in the beginning of the process, and you can never close a property until this is done, because you can't get title insurance. You're not going to get the title insurance policy issued to you until they have the title search back and all the requirements on the search have been met and rectified. So in order for most real estate transactions to occur, and honestly all of them to my knowledge, I've never closed one without having a title search and title insurance. I don't think in my 20 years I've ever closed a deal without title insurance. I know I've never closed a foreclosure without it for sure. So let's define what is clear title. A clear title is title without any type of lien or levy from creditors or other parties that would pose a question as to the legal ownership. Okay, so what is clouded title? It's basically just the presence of liens, which is when a claim or an unreleased lien invalidates or impairs the owner's title to the property. So clear title basically helps demonstrate that an owner has the right to sell the property. The sale of the property can be disputed if legal ownership is not represented through a clear title. And folks, this is why you get title insurance. You want to ensure there's no screw-ups in the title and you're not going to have an issue. Remember, title insurance covers you the opposite of normal insurance. It covers you before basically buying the property, not after. And the title search is the most important part because it's going to bring out everything that's on the property or against the property. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again because it's kind of interesting. 20 years ago when I built my house, it was commonplace for the concrete companies that were pouring the slabs for the builders to put a lien on the property as soon as their job was done. It was just commonplace. I guess they had a hard time getting paid or lost money getting paid from builders, but they would immediately put a lien on the property, then remove it. Well, several years down the road, I refinanced my property, and lo and behold, found out that that lien had never been removed. So we had to just call the company, and they took care of it. But that's just a good example of how a company, a mechanical company, can put a lien on the property, and you will not be able to sell it or buy it until that's fixed and rectified. Okay, I want to make sure you fully understand this. Yes, it is possible for a buyer to conduct a title search on their own, but in my opinion, professional opinion, you would be crazy in making a humongous mistake. Okay, bottom line, there's way too many things that can show up or not show up that you can miss that could cost you dearly. And the cost of the title search is very, very cheap. We're talking $100, somewhere around $100. It's well worth the cost, especially if you're buying pre-foreclosure or at the courthouse steps. That's the only time where you need to really worry about it. If you have a typical closing where you're selling your house, buying a house, you're going to have title work done, and you're going to have title search in the very beginning, because remember, it's required to get the title insurance policy, that is. Okay, finishing up, just remember, not everything is going to get caught in the foreclosure sale or get rectified or get nullified, better words to use is it's not going to get wiped out. Some of these things I just want to make a note of for you to remember. So here's some examples. Any lien recorded on title prior in time to the foreclosing mortgage, the first mortgage, HOAs, mechanic liens. Remember how I told you the story about the concrete company? All right, government liens, tax liens, IRS liens, code enforcement liens. This is really big too, because I'm going to do another video on the difference on a lien search compared to a title search. They're two separate things, and a title search is going to bring up things, but a municipal lien search is going to bring up stuff local, including code enforcement things. And this is very important. I'm going to do a video on it next. And finally, child support liens. So I hope that helps give you a better idea really of what title searches are. It's not anything you have to worry about if you're having normal, typical title insurance done. But if you're buying at the courthouse steps where you're not getting title insurance, you need to contact a closing attorney or a closing company and order a title search. Order it, have them look at it, and tell you what requirements or what restrictions are going to have to be met and rectified to get a clear, clean title policy. As always, I appreciate it. Make sure and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll be glad to answer. I'm getting tons of questions from YouTube. A lot of people are emailing me, asking me stuff. Feel free. I'll help any way possible. Thanks. Have a great day.